Oh, garlic bread. I do that. Peter Kay thing. Garlic bread. Anyway, you're all well tonight. But yeah, it's not about safety, is it? Whenever the government says something, they're doing something for your safety, which is going to, you know, take rights away. It's not for your safety. It's not. So, like, sure, how you doing? Hope you're well tonight. So, it's not for your safety, is it? It's not for any of that, It's just, so I had a comment saying about, like, about I need to, like, engage with my viewers and I don't follow them. And it's like, well, I don't know. I don't really follow people much on the air. It's just because I'm more of a creator rather than I don't really watch content much on the air. And it's like, unless you're like someone who's making content, then I might give you a follow if it's something I want to watch. But I don't really go around following people. I don't really see the point unless I'm actually going to watch them. So I mean, yeah, I don't know, whatever. But is everybody all right tonight then? Uh, what you mean? I mean, if people have different views, then you can say something's like an opinion or something, but like what is your view? I don't know what your views are. I mean, okay, fair enough, Haley. Right. Um, like what views? You mean views on what exactly? Anyway, like what we're talking about. Like you're saying that I don't know, like what was it that you I don't even remember? Like, well, it's just it might have been the way that you said it, and that like you were just trying to cause an argument or something. I don't know. Well, people want me to give up, so I'm not going to give up then. You know? Yeah. If all these people that want to like hate and whatever, and I'm not going to give up. No. Okay, fair enough. It's just there's a lot of trolls here, and there's just a lot of people trying to just I don't know. It just seems like some people are just trying to argue and just be antagonistic. What was it about kids? I can't remember what it was. It was trying to remember what it was talking about. It was on the whole thing of like because I think that like people shouldn't be like expected to not sleep at all when they've got kids. I mean, it's not healthy, is it? That's what I'm saying. Like, what about diet? I mean, oh yeah, about the making memories, but like all I'm saying is that if someone has £1 million and then they're like, and then they can put that money into like an investment to make you know more money in the long run. Like, it's just I don't know. Like, I mean, why do you have to make the memories right now? Like, you can then make the memories when you got you can then just have a let's say you have 1 million, you blow it, and then you've got nothing. Um, it's like not blow the whole million up in smoke and then just but even if you treat or whatever, but still blowing it and you end up with nothing, the whole million's gone, just spending it on random things. I'd say like if you're gonna this is what, little Ben Parks, how you doing? I don't see the point in buying a whole load of depreciating assets. Most of the things that people are buying is depreciating. I think one of the most important things would be to buy a house or something like that's actually like gonna go up in value over time. But I could be better on a well, I hope you feel better soon, but um that's why I own HGVs. HGVs appreciating assets or something. I thought cars were depreciating. But you got people being reckless and then I don't know, but oh lorries, all right. Oh yeah, HGVs, lorries, yeah. Um right. So I think it's just it's hard to really kind of get through like nuance on here at times and we can then clash because we didn't really fully explain our point of view really. Um but it's just like I don't know. Like I'm not here to argue. I'm just 'cause it kind of does me head in when like I don't know. But yeah, let's just hello LSE. How you doing? Good evening to you. Hope you've had a good day. Welcome in here. Let's see what we've got next. I'll put this one on. So, what have you all been up to today? Were you at the one I was at when I was at the gym then? Yeah, how you doing, LSE? Good evening to you. Hang on, let's see what's on YouTube right now. On there. Hello, Nightmare. Not seen you for a while. How are you doing? You okay? Sorry about yeah, I missed you there, but yeah, you're still there. Soon to be 17. All right. What's that? You mean 14, soon to be 17, huh? What does that mean? Anyway, let's just skip. Hang on. Right. Anyway, hopefully, mate, you've done well at life. Oh, lorries. I thought we were talking about age. I was a bit confused then. Huh. All right. So like lorries are, yeah. I was just saying, if I win a lottery, thank you for following Ben. If I won a lottery, let's say I won 1,000,000, just as like a conservative estimate, right? Um, so Louise, how you doing? Hope you're well. So let's say I win 1,000,000, and then I put my money into like I would probably put my money into like a what's it called? Some kind of savings account or something. That's hello, Elumus, how you doing? If I put it into like or some kind of maybe an index fund or something like that, invest into something that or even better, I could invest it in a business. Yeah, and property would be best. I think if you got 1,000,000, then that would probably be like the best way to go. But like, yeah, you could like say reinvest some of that money, but then have some of it to like play with. So then you've got to be able to enjoy some of it. So let's say you might. But the thing is, yeah, it's hard to get into like property nowadays, especially if you like. I think the best way to get into it probably. Hello, Bibble Queen, how you doing? I think the best way to get into it might even be through fractional shares of like property. For example, like you might just join up with a few people or something like that. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with a mortgage for like many, many years, which uh, which would just be kind of like I don't really know like if there's any point in doing that. But thank you for the follow, Hello. All right, whether there's any point in really kind of like flip houses, buy cheap, invest and sell. Yeah, there is that, but then you would have to be able to do them up, and you'd have to, either have the skills to do it, or then you'd have to pay someone, which would then eat into the profits. So unless you've got the skills, then it might not necessarily be worth it with the amount of time and effort you have to put in. But just one of those things. But yeah, some people then do it like rent them out after that. But just got to weigh things up and the prices and what you can get, any of the hidden fees that there might be with these things, and gotta just have everything considered. Thank you for the Go Popular, John. How are you doing, John? I hope you're well tonight. So yeah, I think that just thank you for follow. Let's see. Hello, Arlen. How are you doing tonight? Um, no, I don't watch football, Ruben. Funny thing is, there's a band called Ruben on that I'm playing right now, but yeah, this band's called Ruben, spelled the same way as that. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, so just keep the chat flowing. So yeah, Ruben says, haha. Yeah, I know it's mad, isn't it? It's like synchronicities, isn't it? Sometimes I can see why people like believe in these synchronicities where something happens that just seems almost like impossible. Thank you for the Go Popular, John. Go Populars, I mean. But yeah, I hope you're all well tonight. So keep chatting away, everybody. Um, yeah, is everyone all right tonight then? Apologies if anyone felt like kind of not appreciated or anything like that, but yeah, like Dr. Jimmy, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know, feeling negative. No, I don't do gambling, but I've heard about people making money from like um, match betting and like arbitrage betting and stuff like that. I'm not really. I've looked into it, but I haven't done any of it because I'm a bit scared to do stuff like that. But apparently, there's no risk. But I'm a bit like I don't know. I overthink a lot of these things, but it's apparently like a way to make some like extra cash. Maybe that'd be a good idea to then make that money to then invest into something, perhaps. Let's say if you can make a few thousand from some of these bets with minimal effort, then you can just put that extra money into either to help to buy a house or something else, possibly. So you can be smart and kind of think about it for like a long term strategy and like what it could do. Um, my point is of like delaying gratification, but which is difficult, especially for me. Like I tend to struggle with that, but yeah. So yeah, investment. Yeah. So talking about things in terms of like sort of saving up money so that you can then invest it into something to make more money and like snowball it basically. But people talk about doing like bank account switches, but I've heard they're kind of dodgy, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend them. Because I have heard people apparently making hundreds and if not thousands of pounds doing a bunch of bank account switches, but you have to be careful doing that. Look at the T's and C's and things like that. You have to lock it up for a certain amount of time and then just what investment platform could I get into? There's a lot of stuff out there. There's like, but I'm not a financial advisor. Just, but there's different things like, but you got to be careful. Make sure that it's not a scam or anything like that. But I remember there was something thing called Fundrise or something, but it's yeah. Let's see what it is. Yeah, real estate, private equity investors. So I think they do this thing where they I don't know if you own shares of property, if I remember, something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but oh yeah, Fiverr could be good for like people wanting to do freelancing gigs and stuff like that. There's another one called Upwork as well. If you've got specific like skills and things like that that you can sell, then you've got things like Udemy and Skillshare for things like more educational stuff. Hello, Eduardo. Hope you're well tonight. So there is a lot of stuff out there, but it's just that you have to have certain skills, like more like bespoke kind of skills for like. Um, but it's just something for people to look into, I guess. Thank you for the share, Ellie Moo. Anyway, what's everybody been up to today then? Been out at the gym today and yeah, I got 100 kilograms for 4 reps on the squats. So I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, so that's something positive in it, you know. Um, Hi BCFC, how you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. Oh, sorry, I actually want to say eToro. I've heard about that. A lot of people use that for crypto and stuff. Um, yeah, Colby, not too bad, thank you. How are you? Just trying to stay positive and just yeah. Anyway, I just not gonna let all these negative people get to me, you know, because there's people that are trying to just like you know they see that when they see that I'm down, they just then pounce, you know. And some of these are just like total backstabbers who just then they show their true colors. It's like, yeah, you know, I've made mistakes and stuff. Thank you for following Colby. I thought I'd seen you before, um, but yeah, basically, it's like, yeah, you know, you know, I've made mistakes and stuff, but yeah, no, just yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Colby. It's just you know, but sometimes you have to use that as fuel to just then, because when people are telling you, you know, maybe you should give up and get off here, you know what? Maybe I should actually double down and actually really kind of take this even more seriously and actually really kind of go hard on it. And yeah, exactly. That's what you got to do. That's the thing of like the David Goggins style kind of motivation where it's like, you know, let all the naysayers or whatever, when people say stuff like, oh, you'll never make it on here, you should just, you know, blah, 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 you know, it's like whatever. Every for a day before yesterday, I had what was medically diagnosed as an anxiety attack. Blimey, that is not good. But yeah, have you ever looked into like meditation and stuff like that, and like breathing exercises and stuff? I don't know if you've ever tried any of that, but that's something that can help some people. And um, yeah, I've owned a Wii. Yeah, Nintendo Wii. Yeah, I used to have one. I used to like going on the bowling. I used to do pretty well on. I used to do better on the Wii bowling than I did on the real bowling. I kept practicing it. I got to a point where I think I got over 200 points on it or something on the Wii version of it. Um, Compared to the real version, I think I managed to peak at about 180, something like that. But never had one bit before in my life. What's that? Panic? It was like a panic attack. You mean? Is that what you're talking about? Nice. I never owned the Wii, but I truly missed out. Yeah, they were fun with the nunchuck and all that. The when you're like doing the yeah. Well, the idea of it is to get people more active. I think it was a cool idea because the idea was to get because the thing with like video games is that they're not very they're quite passive, aren't they? The only thing you're doing is just tapping a bunch of buttons on a frigging joypad, you know, which is not exactly really exercise, is it? Whereas if you're getting people like using the nunchuck and they're doing like you know swinging it about and stuff to get a lot more activity. And I remember I used to have the Xbox 360 Connect, but it was just not practical because you had to like in a lot of cases you would have to like move things around to make enough space for it. I think that they could have done something better where it was like a shouldn't they have done something like a wearable device where you could just kind of like like something you would wrap around your wrist or something like that, so then you could just kind of still use it and it would sense it like a nunchuck or something like that, like motion sensing, but it would you wouldn't have to have it completely like hands off or something. So I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that thing really, because it's just not practical. If it's you know like they could have done some like wireless sort of like thing where it could you know what I mean. Like maybe it could have been like a I don't know if that would have worked either, but surely they could have figured something better out. I don't know than what they did. It's just one of those things that yeah, it seemed like a good idea, but then um, what's this? James says I relapsed on the alcohol recently. I did 2 months off, but they won't help me now, so I have to do it myself. The only thing I thought I could have a seizure or have brain damage or even die, so I need to recover. Yeah, blimey, that is yeah, just that is something you need to just maybe get some help with. And I don't know, I can't really give you any advice on that, but just be careful with that. Um, it was so physical. It didn't feel like ST mental. Oh, really? Wow, that is crazy. That so yeah, just be careful. Just yeah. Right. So what was I saying? Yeah, the connect. Yeah, Instagram gradually, not full stop. Yeah, cold turkey is not a good idea. I would say for most people, I think it's not a good idea to. There's this thing of tapering off gradually. Yeah, it's just like yeah. I still play on mine now. Oh yeah, yeah, because they got rid of all that like thing, didn't they? After a while, I don't know. Yeah, they did the Wii U, which was they kind of got rid of like what I think they ended up getting rid of what made the Wii good, but it was just But like I said, with the Xbox 360 Connect, it just wasn't practical. Maybe they should have had something that you could have like I don't know worn on your wrist or something like that. I don't know, like something that I don't know. They could have done something better. Surely, I don't know. Um, Maybe something similar to like or maybe just a controller. Like I don't know. And any addictions? No, I mean like, let's. I mean, I guess we all have some kind of addiction. We all have some kind of crutches, I guess. But I guess it depends on what it is really. That's whether it's a good or a bad one. You might say I'm addicted to fitness or something, but we all have some kind of crutch. We all have something that we need to focus on for our kind of well-being or whatever. But yeah, I was at the gym today. Yeah. So anyway, what have we all been up to anyway? Yeah, 24-hour detox, but it's got to be careful about like going cold turkey and just kind of because that can then lead your body just kind of freaking out when you completely deprive it suddenly. It's like going off caffeine suddenly. You could have this rebound effect, and it could make things even worse. Or you could become even more dependent on it. Like when people try to lose weight, and there's this whole thing, like I said in the previous video, slow and steady wins the race. Where like doing things slowly is generally going to be the best way to do it, I think, because you're just setting yourself up for a rebound, and then yeah. Um, Hi, Lynn. Hope you're well. Good evening to you. Yeah. Um, anyway, just welcome in everybody. Hope you all had a good day. Share this out if you can. Um, yeah, just keep tapping up your screen. Hello, Dong, Dewey, how you doing? Hello, Ya, how you doing? Hello, N, hope you're well tonight. No, I mean, I wouldn't say I have depression and anxiety, but like, there's times where I could be anxious in certain cases, depending on the situation. Um, alright. Just, alright. I'm just lost and have been. for years. Yeah, it can be difficult. Hello, Glosh. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, so everybody, how's your day been, everyone? Let's get this shirt out if you can. Hi, Coco. How's it going? Hope you're all well tonight. Yeah, yeah, what we've all been up to today, everyone. Yeah, good evening. Everybody okay? Okay. I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna X the YouTube one off because it's not anybody saying anything, so.